Introducing Apex 10, your fertilizer booster. Purely organic from the earth to the earth. Now available in Ghana. Apex 10 fertilizer booster. Best for plant restoration, reviving ancient and withered plants, producing healthy and abundant fruits, and easy to apply. A boom to farmers and beyond, making farming sexy again. Apex 10 fertilizer booster is a game changer with many branches. Employment to enable you to feed yourself. If you must get it right, get Apex 10 fertilizer booster. No toxins, sexy, absolutely organic, easy to apply, and super healthy. For more information, call 0552 505 723 or +1609 227 8043. Apex 10, from the earth to the earth, making farming sexy again. Apex 10, join the movement now.
Fertilizer booster, Apex 10, Apex 10, fertilizer booster, making farming sexy again.
I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
We are that type because of work for partner. You don't address your partner well. You start calling your partner names instead of addressing your partner with their wrong names. And I said, those nice names you used to call them, then you turn to something else because you are angry with them. And you start giving them names. These are some of the signs. When you are in a toxic relationship, it's not smooth like it used to be. Say that first in the net yet. You realize it's a difference. Changes be a bem. Say that first go flour, honey, sweetie, dear ben, all those sugar, dear ben, you know. You assessor. Immediately, say changes about your relationship, as such as something toxicity, in the relationship, then you're high, but it is setting in. And these are some of the signs. As just as when they start calling you names, when they don't call you with the wrong names, and I say those qualifying way say Ananka first, they attach it to the names your partners use for you now. You have to realize that no, there is something going on in my relationship. If you really need that relationship, then you need to sit back and decide that no, I need to address this. Because if you don't sit back and address it, it's going to be a problem. We all need to have good relationships. We all want to be happy in our relationships. But when some changes comes in the relationship, you yourself, you cannot say, no, this relationship, it's not going to end anywhere. But all I'm saying is that those type of people are so demanding, so controlling. It doesn't help the relationship. The situation of me, and also doesn't help the relationship. Sometimes some of the problems that will let you know that your relationship is toxic. They say your partner sometimes even don't want to sit down with you and talk. To have a conversation with you and also to discuss maybe some difficult topics. If you're in a relationship, then after a couple of maybe a month and I say yes, then you realize that before now when they were partner didn't come on, but it got to the point to say, if you want a particular food to be prepared, you need to write down a note and leave it somewhere. So that when your partner and I say your wife comes in, wife will be so wife also here, Sikako Bibia, when no one kasa. Now I try. No, say they are two baby. There's a woman. Now also with this at one. If that is the type of relationship I want, I am toxic. Such relationship that it means that you guys are roommates. You are not in a relationship. And these are some of the signs, and I said these are some of the things about in a relationship. First, I'm going to discuss it, BBR. You guys are able, if you need something, you're able to tell, oh, I could share with my say, mommy, oh, I draw with my, oh, Kwame, with my say, mommy. But this time, dear, it's about say, living notes for each other. But you guys live in the same house. Where can we try to note at all? Where so bad, no, trying to no, so that two baby. Now, so much here, reading. Now, we're so reading it. Immediately, assign because I don't think so much shots, you know. Those days, in the happy moments, you guys were leaving notes. So, I need this, I need that, I need that. But because problem be a setting in it, you guys can't talk. You can't sit face to face and talk and discuss stuff. Until the next way say now and say you leave a note. Oh, I need money for the kids. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. When those things set in, then it means that the relationship now is toxic. So our relationship went to die. That's how you're going to set it in. You need to sit down and ask yourself, what can I do? What can I do to solve this problem? Sometimes the pride in us makes us lose important people in our lives. The pride in us makes us lose important people in our lives. Sometimes the word sorry, because we can't use the word sorry, makes us lose important people in our life. Sometimes you do baby for pride and tone change. If you need to apologize, just apologize. And let us stop the blaming game. The blaming game. Because sometimes the word sorry can solve the problem and let you guys move on. If you are in a relationship whereby can be any part of person trust or no, you're right, or no, you're right. I'm telling you, that relationship are toxic. There's any part offended that person can't even tell you, say, I'm sorry. These are some of the things we're talking about. These are some of the things we're talking about. And we need to be very, very, very careful in our relationships. Some of it will be people that like pulling each other down. You guys claim you are married couples. I know say in every relationship, when one is successful, it affects the other. Say, but there are some people in relationships, married couples. How do you expect to move on? Pull him down syndrome na ebi no. But edu baby so na mfrio because ebinum ayusu ebinum ama achire no omaja omachidi. But anka in a relationship no so entiase ye adwuma na you really love your partner. So your partner no yes opese oye bibia ubua no, you need to push that partner. But when you're in a relationship whereby there's nothing like support, there is no support in that relationship. It's like you guys are just sex mates and I say roommates. There's nothing like we're supporting someone to move on to the next level. When you are in a relationship like that, that relationship is toxic. Ubasa utumpa, ubasa uye bibi, ubasa okowa nim, but okobrane. Uhiri anasa ukru, boyfriend anasa girlfriend. Ayani yasa ubasa achieve something higher. But in the real fisa, in a relationship, when it's good for both of you, and when it's bad, both of you experience it. There is no way because when you and say when you. And sometimes so partner you support your partner, you push that partner. And to be who so motivate your partner because I know you but when this is not happening in your relationship, it will be a toxic relationship because that pull him down, and that's a head down syndrome. No team. Obini ni yire de wo ho. Ni yire person okoye nursing a problem manu. Ni yire nso bia ni ti da ho pa obetimi dia ya ade yi. Emra oba no be chance so person ya ade na be ma no. Wa chance ya money issues. Wa chance ya money issues. Just school no person called a problem. Bebre esisi. Upasa uko wanim. Uwa relationship na basa uko wanim. Ayampu tu obi anka babra bodu anka munyina na bebu amu. Patu behwe no. Ba ko yi nani. Just a supporter, as I didn't know, now continue to do the next level. No, but maybe I won't fast and support them out. These are some of the signs. Just a obicras, I don't be another that spirit, that pull him down syndrome, in a relationship. Hey, you guys can move on. That is why sometimes I say, so often I will share relationship, Nippon that supportive. Now, boyfriend, girlfriend, crown, I will see over so quiet course be done was some on me. Then you all want now, then obey because of Felisa over quiet no, I'll be saying. But I am the ref say, or no one I won't so what decides on any better. And they do because Nipper Binomo and Cano Cre and Fendi Canty, there will be a wounded, you will be a tinty. I must say, Nipper one eye, Nipper Bonifo. But it's about time to say, oh, relationship more. Obama partner, ni be say no. Sa again, media, ebinimiso. Sa again, boneno, me ebinimiso. I'm here to support you. I'm here to push you. That is what I say you portray to our partners. When you are in a relationship whereby you are being supported, you are being pushed to do better things, that will let you know, say yes. But sometimes you find yourself in a relationship whereby your partner no on pempun to obia wa abrabonim. So who cost round there and ya onyaya obetwa abafom. That is what I'm talking about. And when you see those signs in a relationship, that makes it a toxic relationship. There's a would you partner ya we shiani. Who person we had the anymore. There's nothing like supporting and answer, encouraging you. On the day when you man is a watching brown ever from. We don't need people like that in our relationship. And please, if you are in a relationship whereby you are like that, please change. Please change. We need to encourage our partners. That is what we want. That is what we want in a relationship. But sometimes we find ourselves in some type of relationship, but we don't support anybody. People are in relationships, they are married couples, but they behave like individuals. That is the type of mentality and mindset that we need to have. We need to change from. That mentality is but how come says you that individualistic mind or partner you don't want to support your partner? Pull him down syndrome is everywhere. It's a relationship. Many are would many are wash as a sajini be that was so another sajini be one. I'm telling you, say, you free umu. Baby, Pierre will partner, bia. So bet me a support, and I bet me a wow partner, and I'm let me achieve that dreamer. Please support that partner. Relationship ni ye mamwa. Mu mienu na mu benefit. Anya ye mu jaya waria. Anya mu mienu na mu lusu. And please, some of the signs are we need to be careful with. When our partner, no boyfriend, girlfriend, when there's nothing like supporting you, there's nothing like pushing you. When it happens like that, please forget about that person. Yeah, Question Bruce Nelson was on saying, God bless you for speaking the truth. Or Sunday, way from us, it's so painful and stressful to be in such a situation in a relationship. And in the name of love, oh my God, please speak to us, brother. We need to be very, very careful. You claim you are in love with that person. All the sweet words in the world, when you are trying to win that person, you are very romantic to the extent say, o partner who was an angel. You have been an evil. Because o partner ne person o kona nim. Won so won person ade no. O partner ne person o ko school, anka support no. Ya kan kwala wom. O yire person o ko school, kru person o ko school. Can decide it's okay. Mashan Kolano, time, yin I ever shot, but edu baby out to say an assignment to her. I said, we are assignment. Nakaba, who say yes. Me echo school to need it to kakra. To where my men song colon, my men found summertime, me found colon and co park so. Not just a mean for 50 year crana. Some mommy, yes, mom, issue now. Oh, mommy, this person did this to me. Naka, oh my jai. Naka, a mommy chance. I'm a mommy sweating, yes, yeah, dear. Now, mommy, your person achieve what me achieve. So I achieve yet. No chance, yes, or yeah, you want to scan a year do. Me and no benefited. That is the time. So once we be a once we titi boa, once you can say okay. Right now, Sikana ban dia would ban miss with the crack at twice here. At that one, and to him. Meso, my person make school. Now, walk school. Now more support. In a relationship, no, a two-way road. We support each other. It shouldn't be a one-way road. Say, hey. Tambia, as soon as I say, oh please you be, as soon as I say, oh please you be. The relationship and as a marriage becomes toxic when someone feels oh, he or she is being used. Because Tambia is a bibian ayono. When those things happen, and then the marriage relationships, are toxic. And if you really mean that you want to keep your relationship and get those toxic facts out of the relationship, all I'll tell you is to be very supportive with your partner. But these are some of the signs. When you are in a relationship whereby your partner is not supporting you anything, and you're toxic, how can you say, ya worry ya baby any pabako? But men cost will be a how. Men point will be a how. Daddy. Intimate relationships are Tisania way and Niema MYN. Toxic relationship. Pull him down. Pull him or her down. In a relationship, and that spirit is in them. People are in a relationship whereby they wish bad for their partners. What to be that? But you tell them all those nice things by the back of your head. You are not happy. So they are improving their life. They are moving on in life. But you claim that you love that person. You love that person, but that person wants to further his or her education, and you don't want to support that person to achieve that. We need to support each other. We need to support each other. People that resist change, they resist change. They don't want change in their relationship. They don't want change in their life. Whereby you try your possible best. Oh, I wish that we could do this in their relationship. Sandy panel, change now, Debbie. Change now, Debbie, or resist change. We should know that there are some people that change is an issue for them. In their whole life, the change is an issue for them. When they are changing something in their life, it becomes a problem for them. When you happen to be in a relationship with such a person, a very difficult one. Because that person is a one-way person. Such a person, say a particular say Benku, say Bibi, no. We don't have to resist change. Because sometimes when we resist change, it holds us back. It holds us back. We don't have to let anything hold us back in our relationships. And if there is something in your relationship that is holding you back, anytime you're thinking of, moving on, then that thing comes on your mind. No, don't do it. It's a problem. You always have something holding you back. So it's like, more relationship, there is no way you guys are moving on. Because in every relationship, you need to grow. You need to grow in the relationship. But when you happen to meet those people that resist change in relationship, you realize that your relationship doesn't grow. Your relationship becomes static. Just as I said here now, change be a mama brabo, improvement of life be a emma. And such people that resist change, they are the type of people as almost who go school, over so call anymore. Yeah, the same here. I go see audio him. A brabon and say, all for us one or so by you know, but young come by idea. All that person needs from you in the relationship is encourage that person. But you are there. You encourage that person because you don't want change. You always want to stay the way you are. Just you are comfortable where you are. Whereas you see other people progressing, moving on, and your partner realizes, I can also do this to better our situation. Then you would decide, no, I don't want it. Immediately, you see such signs that shows us here you are in a toxic relationship. These are some of the signs that will let you know you are in a toxic relationship. Because such people doesn't want any improvement. They don't want improvement in their relationships. They are just one way. So their situation, that is the way such people are. But it shouldn't be like that. You need somebody that will push you, somebody that won't pull you back, somebody that won't resist change. There are some people that don't want to hear the word change. Because change from their sex life, from their everything. When one of them is trying to introduce something new, it becomes a problem. Just like they're watching in the mind. It's affecting relationships. It's really, really affecting relationships. Change is very important in a relationship. If your partner is resisting change, doesn't want change in the relationship, a toxic sign, that will show that you can't move on to the next level. But you need to move on in life. We don't have to resist change. We don't have to do anything that will hold us back. In a relationship, it's the two of you. And if one of you guys is trying to say, or by uplifting the image through a change, through something I will feel say, oh yeah, it can be through education, it can be changing jobs, it can be changing so many things in your life. That person thinks that when you do that, it's going to help the relationship. Please support that person. Don't be that type. You are always seeing the bad side of everything. Some people are just like that. All they see is the bad side of everything. But sometimes we need to sit down and realize that same thing now, you have come up with the bad side, you know. It is that same way. That same way. Somebody concentrated on the good side and that person has achieved it. So why can't you achieve it? Why can't you achieve it? And you're always dwelling on the bad side. Oh, and ye. But aye, and Jalentina Maya ye. Quadro aye, Alentina ya ye. And when you find yourself with people that resist change, there is no way Ube making a suggestion here they will support you. All they know is that they always consider the bad side first. And some are even thinking of the good side of it. And such people are most of the time selfish people. You want to educate yourself. Move on in life. At the end of the day, both of you are going to benefit. But on one to me anya, hey, won't soon to me yet. Me man to me uncle, who I do also won't call. How do you expect the relationship to grow? It's in with class 1, when it's class 1, when it's in class 4, I do class 6. What do I say class 1 now? I quite the whole one. I'm out for any improve on my life. Or partner, who won't kwayana or partner so why don't you support your partner? Not that toxic mentality. That useless idea. Obana koya obenya sika. Obani yes obeye say. Permani yes obeye say. Timedia memma no enye. Now we'll train about from. Now we'll sign in yema. Some no me no. But decided some will support our partners hand in hand. Sadia, what you be flower down for being down for no 18 come on. Oh, but someone down for say yes, me tawachi. Bibi beer me tawachi. Is it that same way? Now we'll show what appreciation will be there towards your partner to let your partner know say I support you 100%. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to push you to do it. I'm going to help you. Please, if you are the type that always resist change from your partner, please change from it. Change from it. Sometimes allow your partner, even if you don't like it. Once it's not going to kill your partner, it's not going to hurt your partner, please just give your partner that support. Let your partner know that you supporting him or her in his or her project, in whatever your partner wants to do. Because that will motivate your partner to work very hard and not to fail in that project. To let you know, say, oh, I made it. You supported me and I've made it. Sometimes that nice words you will tell your partner. Oh, I do mean say dear by you won't obey ye. Quite your dear, you won't obey ye. Ya can't go school. Then you have crowd water. While bread was what bread. On one senior no. Tama, what prayer? Oh, I think sir, we are so busy on the kakra. Just that support is very, very important. We need that. But what you also won't pay. That makes you a toxic person in the relationship. And anything that is toxic is not good. And you say a boyfriend, girlfriend, hey, immediately my advice would be to forget about that partner. Forget about that person. But they do baby no more worry and it's about the issue kakra. That is why you will need a counselor. Somebody that will talk sense into your mind. To let you know, say, no, I need to do better. I need to do better to support this relationship. And stop holding back. Holding back on the progress of your other partner. Sikayiba, I don't want to be the unless it's cannibals or no then I don't know the type of relationship you are in. I don't think you are in a relationship. You are just roommates and sex mates. If that is the type of relationship you are in, please advise yourself. And it doesn't matter, so I worry. So I worry. Now when our partner are just roommates and sex mates. Because of sex, but you are not there to support yourself, to improve and grow in a relationship. Please forget about that relationship. Because in such relationship, whenever they want sex, that is why they become nice to each other. It's about who per sex, or be nice to each the other partner. That is not a relationship. You are just sex mates. People know how you are married couples, but you are just sex mates. Because nobody is supporting the partner. Nobody is encouraging the partner to move on in life. We don't need that toxic mentality, toxic behaviors, people that resist change. We don't need it. I think my brother just said something. I said, brother K, they think helping and pushing their partners, wives or husbands, girlfriend, boyfriends, will result in losing them. But it's not true. And this kind of pull him or head down syndrome, like partners end up facing their worst fears. They always lose. Let's keep positive vibes in our relationship. God bless you, Brother K. It's true. We need to keep positive vibes in our relationships. That idea say, oh, relationship ni be good, relationship ni be say. Okwana nima okoye nurse na. Atai sisi bebre wo man na fa. Oni yire person okoye nurse. Okwa nursing school. Na be man na som na no den. Support your partner. Support your partner. On support you, on encourage you, on motivate you. Because what you are doing, Bonnie bin and show him na their relationship. There are breakups, but breakable relationships. People get into relationship with bad intentions, with bad stuff in their minds. And the core relationship, on kita clean heart, and our equal relationship, or core relationship, because of feeling oh, I'm out for our worry, and yes, I could miss me worry. On kita clear intentions. And when it happens, what shall be on kita clear intentions? I tell me, I can bonia. Hey, such a person who will encourage you, such a person who will push you to do better than. All that person knows is say, hey, let me bring him or her down. We don't need people like that in our relationships. That is why I would say, you sometimes need to take time. Take time. Study the person you are with very well. Sometimes when you meet those people, try this on them. See that they are the very supportive type. In case that you want to do something, they will support you and give you the push. Sometimes don't say, oh, manyini, I need to get married. Nipa pia waro matamfo. Na sa wo waro matamfo so there is no way the excitement and the fun and what relationship will be experiencing. Please, let us try our possible best to retune our minds, to retune our intentions, to retune why we are getting into relationships, why we are getting married. If you are getting married because all your friends are married, you also want to be there, I'm telling you, sir, that relationship will be a toxic one. It is real. Relationship being toxic is real. Medical will be so. If you can't sit down with your partner and discuss anything, be successful there, then you are in a toxic relationship. If your partner can't support you, you are in a toxic relationship. Or your partner can identify with you, it's an issue, it's a toxic relationship. Whenever there is a discussion, it becomes an argument. Then punches comes in. It's a toxic relationship. If you're in a relationship whereby there is no growth in the relationship, it's a toxic one. It's a toxic relationship. That is what we're talking about. We need to be in a relationship whereby we will be happy. If you're going to have a happy relationship, it depends on both of you. Understanding comes from both of you. Accept your faults. Don't be that type of, say this is yellow, then you claim it's white. At the end of the day, when you accept your fault, your partner won't beat you. Your partner can't do anything to you. Even with your kids. You don't beat them. And how much more, say, oh, partner. It's about time. Say, you better maybe. So me know me and maybe in our relationships. Now you better improve upon it. Ebe boy be brave. Ebe boy be brave. Obi gani one more winning relationship ekosi. And one thing so I say, in any relationship you need to study each other. If you are able to study your partner, identify some things, and provide a solution, you are good to go. You are good to go. It is very, 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 very important. That is what we need in a relationship. Killer. Thanks so much. What do you think are the signs, some of the signs of a toxic relationship? Anything that makes people separate, divorce, any little thing that makes people get divorced is toxic. So just be listening to people like, oh my jai, the announcement mujai, Niema announcement mujai. Make sure, sir, in your relationship you will correct that. And I'm telling you, when you correct that, relationship will be a good one. Because sometimes, we don't only learn from our mistakes, but we learn from other people's mistakes too. I went to achieve the goal. So once you person we bia, you will improve on idea one to me achieve. You will improve on it. And that wow, I'm a once wet me achieve. Anything bia ma obini ni yiri jaye ma obini ni kunu ejaye. If you want to save your relationship, just sit down and analyze it. Just sit down and analyze it. And when you ask yourself those questions, provide answers to it. Oh, Bema, now no one sapa or mefienta, and Tiamwa before Tokwa, running the Rijaye. What's your BBF honum? So, obedient the Yiri Ejaya, man, Jenny saw my giant, as I would so, or where you on any Yiri Ejayano. Jeba, Jenna, wait till you best share free move. Because I want to be sure be free one, it can save your relationship. It won't let your relationship be a toxic one. Or say you're obedient in jaya because, or then you couldn't jaya because, Obashano. Baku F now no nisikaso. But I expect to see any bakusika. Na the bufuaba. Not obajai. And it's a one so no one more. Keba na esa one so ya in our one so wodiamu. Then it means say baku tena ne de so na baku ebe say odi ni nwanko dia and the problem ba dia ni han ba. Enti na one so sakra e de afim. San niema we ye niema emwa in a relationship. There are some people who are more possessive. More possessive. Emwa ewo kwa bi anso. So jealous. Oh, you're so jealous. Chasa. Obi when sikrana ebe now than when it becomes a problem. If you're in a relationship like that, damn. At the mouth. There's our partner here so jealous. Or you're so jealous. Or you're so possessed. Say, opposite. Bibia should be centered around Ononkwa. Sasana will partner etia, and as a Sasana will tia. Sanya Manisha says, you know what depend. That makes the relationship toxic. Some of the signs, I remember who said, no partner on them. Now, every bit just there is no way I'll bet me by a BB on your own. You can have just your little freedom, your little time. It's a sign, one of the signs of a toxic relationship. Selflessness is the key rule in a relationship from both. Yes. Kitty Bruce Nelson. Message out there about what's the name? Selflessness is the key role in a relationship from both. For your relationship to survive, for you to have a better relationship, you guys need to be very careful with how you handle issues. You don't have to be so possessive, so jealous. One time I was listening to a program on Facebook and I heard them saying, when you get married, and I said, warrior, as I said, we'll change your partner no phone number. Well, obiani opinion. But why should you change your partner's phone number? Sadia, so if that is the reason why, then I'm telling you, say you're wrong. Because changing the number won't do any good. Changing the number of your partner won't do any good because my warranty or partner and so also send a number. Say you want me and reach out to the old friends. I'm telling you, say a bad decision. A bad decision. Immediately I will say, then please don't get yourself into that relationship because trust is very important in a relationship. If you are in a relationship whereby trust is an issue, that makes the relationship a toxic one. A toxic relationship always have trust issues. And if you can't trust your partner, it's an issue. This is my solution for that. Obi biara so warrior, you have to know, say, my worry. And once I'm my worry, no. Niema bia be a first me and say me timi hu efri hu kakra. So first what me no down for ekasa 1 hour 2 hour cha. Say ebia wo partner ni fie no and I bet na kasa 20 minutes. But someone it has a limit ewom. But some will change your partner and number no won't do you any good. At the end of the day, do you roam with your partner 24/7? If your partner wants to do something against you and as a behind you, your partner can do that. So changing the number of your partner's phone won't do you any good. And even to get married to someone and change the number, then it means that you don't trust the person. So please don't get yourself involved with that person. If you don't trust who you're going to get married to, please don't marry that person. Because you are going to marry that person and frustrate that person. Why should you get married to someone? Because my warranty has me change your number. No. But mummy and Nessa Motias, yes, sir. Sanyanka first, Binanka at Siena, says, me worry ye dear. As me much change your bum. I was a said, yes, I'm no cassa 1 hour 2 hours. I was a said, 1 hour 8 because only Mr. Quasiba, as some quiet Diane. That is some of the things that you need to introduce to your old friends and for them to know, say yes. For them to know, say yes. Say, changes are bombing abrabo. Say, the one in Cassandra Mikoyadian. Let me tell you, people will laugh you. People will laugh at you. Hey, say, dear, I'm more worried. Hey, in Crassa for Ghana for your back cancer assembly, but please, one episode civil relationship and to pay them no mind. Pay them no mind. And keep your relationship. And see if you send your money in a year. See if you send your money here. Ever buying. Oh, warrior. That doesn't mean that your old friends are your enemies. They are not your enemies. You can still keep on with them. And to keep on with them. Keep that friendship going. Don't let it seem sad. Your old friends are your enemies until you get rid of them. Please don't get rid of them. I don't support that. We say because my warranty, I have to get rid of all my now for no. But the way I deal with them changes. So first, between no kasa 1 hour non-stop. So see I'm a warrior, I don't have time. Me kunu air befi, me air befi. And to me no kasa 30 minutes, it's okay. When my husband and as my wife is not there, I'm no kasa that lengthy talk now. It's okay. But immediately I will befi. I need to get off the phone and attend to my partner. Even say very important, once somebody is with you, Don't overstay more than 10-15 minutes. If your partner you refie, him being so wise, when we say, oh, my wife, our phone, so my husband, our phone, so it means fun to say, me right there, could change in the maba. Or right down, could change here or buy a betty, a diani see table, so no one who's our phones, so don't want to tell a diani, obedi. One man, sound movement anyway, you know what, dear diani every year. Salana wuti force now you chokrodo. That is the type of we say a relationship in any way. You can excuse that friend and tell that friend, oh, my husband is in, my wife is in, I'll call you back. You want friend back. You attend to your partner. Oh, my partner feels at home. Oh, appreciating the presence at home. Oh, be feeling crowd when you are. People are too loyal to their friends even more than their partners. They are loyal to their friends more than their partners. Sanya Mano, and I don't support. Sanya Mano, I mean support. But me changing your number. Changing your number won't do me any good because I'm a quiet man as out fear. Now, numbers only show with Chimwa. What will I do? What try to baby? What will I do? And changing your number won't solve the problem. But rather, no, having a good communication. Sometimes communication is very, very important in a relationship. In every relationship will be only good communication. It ends up on rocks. You need to have a better way, say, in a relationship. Planning, communication. You guys need to communicate. Idea how you need to let your partner know. That is what is going to keep the relationship on. That is what is going to keep the relationship. Keeping phones, stalking your partner won't do you any good. It will rather bring you headache. Your blood pressure will be going up high. Trying to see what your partner is doing. Always poking your nose into your partner's affairs. No? It will rather mess your mind up. If you want to live long, take it, say, and found. Because so says a drink near my phone is a break or see or come more if I know. You become jealous. What relationship, not relationship, no. You realize that your partner is too jealous of you. Just like, when you pick a say, I ask the whole issue is that we know what our limits will be here. One person has all realized, oh no. A red, I said, I mean, in a Gina watch, I didn't come away, dear. And yet, and my jam partner said, what to one, and yet. Into the Kokasaka cry, Marco partner, no. But the next side, when our partner na ko baby, na fe na wo kwa tu atare. Or be fufro. Why ignore your partner? No? Do you expect say your partner should be happy with you? So sana what here? I don't think so. I think so right now there's something from Kitty Bruce Nelson, and I'm going to run today. I've been a victim. I was married. We could barely earn a living. She was getting child support from her ex-husband. She was working. I was working, but it was a real nightmare. Eventually, we divorced. I'm living alone. I pay every bill out of my sweat by God's grace. But Brother K, the point here is that I'm doing far, far, far better. Facing life alone, we got to choose our partners wisely. As my brother, he came in your bed, my came was saying, what cause our situation need be more pain? Nyama and koso, if you won't tears your baby, I would do a free a buy. Some relationship now, when you come over improve, but I so improve the life, now I come person over support. And you only so, me quiet program when me quiet course way, ababwa, and the skaka cramba, can you pay home? Life will be smooth for us. But I could yet, when decided no, because now dream bonnier than the Trimunti. Ah, men are men shankolan, men are men more on a quiet one nursing, who we are with your cock or what you will be for. Men are men more na uncle ya wo law course no na wo wi a wo de akwa ware obi foforo wo ba ba catch them say minimum ade me ye krasi ni mesramo. It's about time. It's about time. Say mind change of mindset no ye benya ena ade ba ko kandi say choose your partners wisely. You need to choose your partners wisely. If you are able to identify a good partner, now your choices are very right. I'm not saying that in every relationship there's going to be problems, but it should be problems that can be solved. Not a rigid type of problems. And I said the type of people they resist change, and I don't want some nieka. Already when something better is coming in the relationship, and now he or she doesn't want it. Say what here now, because of Philisa we improve life now, would be move on. And there is no way or support to, and that's how I encourage you. I'm more moving on, and no one some, and I end me and the better also. I say, on what call pay you, but of Philisa after the divorce, no, or any partner the divorce, you know, we're moving on. Life is far, far, far smooth and far, far better. So what you say? Today is something we should learn from somebody's experience. Today make you say. So what is opinion of a jaya? That's a still a woman partner our honor. All you need to know is what caused the separation. Whatever caused the separation, make sure say you will correct yours. So and set it in your relationship. There are some people who are because they now for four. Oh, John, anyway, a jai set. Oh, and then he is on grammar jai. And you're not sweating than no. On any partner, you have the slightest problem. Me make jaya warrior, me make jaya warrior, me make jaya warrior. But they do baby and a referee say. Sometimes you do with friends and you can make some decisions that you will regret forever. You can't replace it, you can't change it. So John a jai neirea. That doesn't mean Kwejonsu jai neire. Dear Badiana John a see Emma John and then a jai. Sade kuna see ma omuja ye no. Sade any necessary that should be something very important to me. Oh, ni esi anka say o nanka say na say because you kasa. Enti ade ku ma ni china so di chana partner and no necessary hwehwe. Then you provide a solution where you so that you protect the whole relationship. And we should be very, very careful. Never want my hidden one in a relationship. I am very toxic to the relationship. And whenever a relationship is toxic, then it means that divorce is setting in. And sometimes we need to find out what led to some people to get divorces, to get divorced. Then we make sure that we do those adjustments in ours to keep our relationships. Or be anyone more wearing the town for. Those days now, who partner now you were saying all those nice things. That butterfly moment, you know, just a walk on walk around, just a Nietzschean man. So relationship ready 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. That thing should be there. And if it will be there, it depends on the two of you. You guys need to sit down, analyze some stuff. Don't be that rigid type. You don't want change in your life. Don't be the type. You don't accept your faults. Don't be the type you always think that you are always right. Mr. Right, Mrs. Right. Some people also think so. Now me was kind of bad worry with you, so want to me a call, please. So hopefully so will be a worry because of the second year. Forget about that relationship. That is what I will tell you. Because someone will be worried because of the second year. So anybody before Sakwa. At the same time, at the end of the day, when I will feed you, only feed you with you, what do you expect from such a person? And such a person is so realizing and for be any panel was sick, but at that type or shopper or support who buy your crown, and you're going to education crown quite shit. But of listen, no, who tea and walk and you push you or help you or wow. With dedication, fees in your money, loans yours inside the mouth. Don't be that type. And when I said, media medinate to me what to so, media medinate me course. Now, my second year, no matter me. And one thing I must say, I dream bonnet, I draw so a month for children. I will be in the partner or one of us or person or where be improving the life, the partner and support. Because of near be a teacher. I don't want some near. I don't want some and a yaka. And you never be a room. And now, Kwesi, Kiri Bruce, Kwesi Nelson, just an near break or pour out. Thank you so much with your contribution. If your partner is not prayerful, but prayerful by mouth, please exit the relationship without your suitcase. God will provide. As partners, we have a goal and we have to work towards it. It can be praying together, or we can discuss it and work towards it. Relationship depends on closeness and opening up to our partners. Case closed. I think that as someone in your bema, I cannot be one subedri. If your partner is not prayerful, but prayerful by mouth, please exit the relationship without your suitcase. God will provide. As partners, we have to have a goal and we have to work towards it. In any relationship, you need to have a goal. I support my brother on that. Because we don't have to be at class 1 all the time. Class 1 all the time. We need to move on in life. We are climbing a ladder of success. Why should it be certain I'm on the ground floor and as I'm on the ground side of the ladder? I need to move on to the next level. Move on to the next level. And if you find yourself in a relationship whereby you say, no, there's no improvement. This person doesn't want to work towards anything to improve him or her life. Please. You need to be very, very careful with that. And no, such a person will never help me. You forget about the relationship and move on. You forget about the relationship and move on. And you may be the next one today. Relationship depends on closeness and opening up to our partners. How I want to partner here so close. That spirit of friendship, no. There are people in relationships, but their partners are not their best friends. They can discuss some secrets and some stuff with their partners, but they are able to call their friends and seek advice from their friends. And sometimes these things are happening because they realize that their partners are not supportive in any way. And whenever they want to do something, it's better for them to talk to the outside person. Because the partner, you're not the can't send me, the boo barbefu, the way our barber can't send me, and what? The partner, you're not the can't send me, and you're all be encouraging, and you're all be motivating, all be helping to move from the level 1 to level 2. But this partner is going to make sure, say, oh, man, even level 1 existing. This partner is going to make sure, say, or the equal basement, or pulling it down, or dragging it down. We don't need people like that. If your partner is that type, that is always dragging you down, pulling you down, then it means you're in a toxic relationship. Then it really, really, really means you are in a toxic relationship. Into a BBA. As I said, because if we are not careful, our relationships will end like the way others has ended. Relationship will also anchor. Utie de namso a edi awarija ne ba anka utie ya ka ba so ho we de anka nya bibia o na so ba ne sai but na esi. These are some of the things kasa afa. Never pee wo hono ma eyi ne wadi in a relationship, it makes the relationship toxic. And you need to advise yourself when you see those toxic stuff coming into your relationship, digging into your relationship. We don't need that. Well, if you just joined us, we're talking about some of the signs to let you know that you are in a toxic relationship. You can send or text some of the signs of toxic relationship, and I'm going to read it. We need to educate ourselves. What might be toxic to you might not be toxic to me. At the end of the day, we need to share it. There are some people in a relationship where their relationship is not toxic. In terms of, say, are they coming together in terms of financial and in your money, they are able to come up with a plan. Oh, Ajwa, oh, Sika, would it your rent, would it your way? Quite also would your project be a and no air come. Ajwa him say you getting this, quite him say you getting this. If this is what we put in the project, this is what we push in towards this. This is what maybe we are saving. That is planning. When that happens in a relationship, you have come up with a plan. But your microphone was things like that won't help. It won't work. Because, see, like I said, I don't find it grocery. No find your way, say, no, try here, grocery, at yes, Sakra. She refused to see. She refused to realize that Adiana short. Na kwadon swaba. Omaba na die ni binifi. Enye hwenkolani nti na bia wakwa kotaba. Oya na du ba bia wo feel say I'm being cheated. These are some of the things that brings problems in relationships. Sometimes it surprises me when you realize that Obi claim say Obi and the partner, but or Danica. Oh, I do Sikana Dano, Oji and me Jimadi. Oh, phone card now, Tomamino, and more review Banwato, Bidia Bremen. Please. A sana relationship with you. Question mark. I know say you're penny for the mobile. That is the way of relationships here. The sika continue one man or genadie. The years dear bedini one or genadie. Ubi kura to me trip pen and the tosso, et me chess or be car or dinini. Please. So we are saying now, oh man, I say we are sex mates, we are roommates. Because roommates, what do you have to do roommates when to watch your idea? But as partners, no, we are near my boom, you support each other. And talent number 20, but D will change na some 20 no. No. So sana our relationship with you. Try some over changing our relationship. Because there are some of the things that the problems about relationship. Because at a point, someone will feel cheated. Someone will feel say I'm being used. Now if we are before, young castle, na building. A baby okoko share will be that person that is sharing us here. And so what Tia said, we know here will be because okoko share before that person understands sharing. That person understands we need to support each other. Being financially, spiritually, BBBR. We can't be sharing sex together, but when it comes to money, dear, you think so be a keeping it here. Or be a bonnet dear mobile. If that is your plan, or go on, that is their plan. But if that is your plan with your partner, fine. That doesn't make it toxic. I've witnessed a relationship whereby Bermano, let's just go treat taxi. Obano so Eduma or Yeno. Bermani feeling live out TV or no more hours. It's Bermani feeling say Sika or Bana de Bana Esa. But from Ohoy until that, embrace son, embrace another home. Every time be not just a Jumai and Kosusa Yasako. Situations as son. After Obano so live out to say I was sitting here 3 hours, 2 hours, maybe more. Say a 12-hour shift. Or the more days. Ti be man a check in your man out to say no. Say they are so year loose. Emra no ba ni sika ni sha. O pesa anka mumfam bom o filisa o boya ware for mumfam bom na say mumfam support mo no. Be man neglecting o wu sika we dey sika ben. Because on no fo so ko bo adwuma na onya sika kase. Afa niema se san ye no. A o ba no so sika no sha se koso no na adwuma no e kofom. Afema na bema no filisa wo ese ye babom ese si ye de niema bom wa mo ba no so ani ate wa mo na filisa tama na me de ni sane de ompa afa me kokoje kese de a enya me fa meka wo de ho ade we etimi gu aware. But of course, it can be the same way. But if you are crying or bear money by fast or by catchers or what you are, so we see how we extra and your shade. Mediami quay a modu. And to me, at the Ashefie, what the eno, the Anian Sabia, Fabima Busia, Fona Fabi, a support on Colano, the Anian Cacraca, Nasaniama Yan won. I was at Yabacano. Bonse betimi beboa na ntia share when your bano e de be ye na wo be man wo dia asaya oba ntia se oh e mra na me de ni sane kra na akwasi na wo boa me it is a sabre akwasi de so kofom a ene adwoa me so menyire me ho na me so me support na apuana ma relationship no move on. But ebi mo won ma ntesa. Ti debia mi bi atwama na me kasa fa say sometimes how everyone ma be one be cancel boy you don't mean something bad. But one share here, the tone now at the pine, it's been interpreted to be something bad. That can ruin and affect your relationship. What makes our relationship toxic? The way sometimes we talk to our partners can make it toxic. Especially manyini. These are some of the people and that's some of the Nehemiah I even don't want to hear about. These are some of the things I even don't want to hear about. You claim someone you need. Then why did you go for that little girl? Why did you go for that little guy? After that, what do you need? Manyini so. When you sin, it doesn't mean that as our abuse of partner, and as I want to casa anyhow. Please, when you're in a relationship, now your chance, you catch us all media manini, the casaya, your dean. And one of the toxic signs. Obi biara wo force wanyini, please don't get married to somebody who force lower than you, because I'm not for abuse for what that way say manyini too much in relationships. So who force our partner now go around? Why do you have sex with your partner? It's your car, sometimes a won't far. Why did you get yourself in there? And a manyini, please. Put manyini in your bag and lock it, seal it. Don't let it come out. And treat your partner as your equal level. Yeah, the manyini, and mama binu with the manyini, titting, crofobinum, sayo, awaria binum. And ma binu susana manyini, and a manyini, now one ya sembia, sembi, dema something about kofa kolano. And now someone can tip enemy. I'm telling you, all relationship not will be cancer assembly chawa. Forget about that person. Because don't waste your time with such a person. Sadi panano who no someone giddy. Or yeah, maybe to let you know, sir, or feel or pel. Say, when you or worry who ye, after no baba chose a manini. Especially men or me manyini. Please, so Felisa Waninia, or foul soda wood ye. Everyone is on come on, Shani, ye just on to me, Kashi. But our real, as I said, need your bell. Utiana yana, one woman in your money, but Sana for far. Because of age, because of number. Utiana ye cry, wow, so when you know, young Sama. Pangini walk into problem in the day. Manini. Let me go on. Kid Bruce Nelson. What's on about you? Joke with my partner. Play with your partner. Eat together with your partner. Hold hands with your partner. Cuddle with your partner. Take a swim, bath, and shower with your partner. Take turns to serve your partner. Motivate your partner. Cry together, laugh together. Go through pain and happy times together. Celebrate together, walk together. When we do all these things, that is when your partner looks into your eyes from distance away and can tell what's on your mind. It's easy. It's a choice. We can do it only if we choose to do it. Brother K, we need to talk. It's true, we need to talk. We need to talk. Those toxic feelings and toxic stuff in our relationships, please, let's get rid of them. I'm telling you, sir, if you want one, and yet down the super some manini, and Kawanini Yre, and Kawanini Kuno Castle and Kombusu. But on the BB to the trim, all I'm saying is, some penny for the Yano and a manini. When you need to, as our coffee will be no with Jimmy, so Sabio. As our coffee young person be, now will be one, now will treat it to say your 1 year nipper. At the end of the day, Macra one is a nipper now one crown, only more cassa, only more cassa sadia, one over year and answer, or Ukruno air cassa. But in Colaris one in his young, but I'm crown only more cassa, would you please account? How much more? O partner na wow, who feels or when you say nti. Ono dia wona na kasa wo bia wanu ma boom 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 ti say ya wo tidua so. Anasa wo gina mpoano a wo kasa. Wo shas ya sa wo kasa, obi gina 3 blocks, 3 houses away a wote won kan. Akwasi no waka no ho. Ya no waka no ho. Debbie, that won't help you. We need to find ourselves in better relationships. Relationships are ever problems be beer and brain. I don't need to want them. Let us try and do better. There are so many things about relationships, man, and my relationships, you know, are very toxic. So many things. So many things. I see a bomber they said, you better change, you better free Sanya, man. Please, when you get yourself in a relationship, all I'm trying to say is say, understand you can't change your partner totally. Understand you can't change your partner totally. Because at the end of the day, you know, you were all brought up differently. You all came from different homes. What might be insult to me might not be insult to my partner. And you need to know all those things. By doing so, that means that you're going to adjust and adapt. You need to adapt to the good things that you would think is, oh, I can go with this flow. Well, I can wait here, but I think the son of my partner, I should try my possible best and go with the flow. When we start adapting and adjusting to our partners, we will understand our partners. And sometimes we need to sit down and look up, say, my partner, the background, what to say? The background, what to say? What type of home will feel? So, Sanya money in another boy, I'm yet to me, I'm building a better relationship with our partners. Communication is very, very important. We communicating with our partners. We creating the platform to let it be smooth. There is no problem to discuss things. When we come up that way, in our relationship, it will help us to get rid of those toxic signs, you know. Because we can begin to understand why some things are being done. But Edubeb here, this is where the problem comes in. Mimi ni fufu anti by force and say me so me yiri fufu a wrong. Mimi nya sa dey wenti by force and say adwa so ya wrong. Me the say na me kasa o enti me pesa won so be kasa say wrong. That is why sometimes so when you be na so partner no anymore at the point. All you do is you help and teach your partner. Some people are not getting satisfied in their relationship because they want their partners to be magicians and get inside their minds and end their sentences for them. If your partner is a magician, and there is no way to end those sentences for you very well. And what you do, you guide your partner. It's like starting the sentence, doing the dash, and ending it. Then your partner will be filling in the gaps. But this is the situation that we want our partners to be magicians. You are not satisfied with your sex life, but you decide to keep quiet. You know, say so animal and why don't you tell your partner, say, "Kwejo also ha ebebua," and it's another kwejo one ya, watching a kwejo by just to please you. But you decide say you want to keep quiet. You want your partner to be a magician. Your partner can be a magician and get into your brains and understand you. Say this is what you want that particular time. So you need to train yourself. And that's what I say. I know I am very observant with stuff. So be me observe. What me I say, oh, I did me one pet. One kasa. But said yeah, the response to you should even let you know, say, I didn't need you, I didn't need you. Some says more yes money in a relationship. That toxic stuff will not be in the relationship because you don't blame someone for something I want to enjoy. I didn't want to enjoy. Or partner is not a magician. Or get that third eye to know, say, oh, this is what my partner wants. One could tell baby, I say, my partner is not doing it well. Did you teach your partner? And your partner refuses, I'm not doing it. Any partner communicating, they don't communicate. In some families, talking about sex is a taboo, but they claim they are married, but they having sex. But discussing it with your partner is a taboo. If it's a taboo, then please, if you're not having fun, just keep quiet. Things are happening in relationships every year. We need to study our partners, adapting and adjusting. And a situation be please don't say some can say your background. Sometimes I don't know yet. So a bit shower jetum akuma paso na ye. So you more the partner ain't me satisfied or finish the partner yes here. A man be great me that problem. So I can't try the partner say Bianca quite say question you see an anka be o feel say or can and the partner because was say Ena your partners be so one man, only in class for to the stand said, all children will not get everyone. Umpesa obechira won. Okay. Okochira wo bi na so yema no a obeja wachi. No akosa baby no. Now what shall I say? What shall I say? I will calling names. Oh, I don't think any sanka. Oh, Sanka, quite any sanka. Just say a taboo. I can't dianka. I dear Bakua, because the previous programs need be kaya. The partner to make us we are the winning money. She has said us or baby. Now, young Fabi been down there, the winning 1 year, or better than in the knee and the actual. After them, yet you know, Quana woman. Over the bounce one over late. Now, if I'm thrown a door, so I don't know what she say. Or do a horn one a permanent partner, a freedom. Also increase a casabi in some free na no bano and yes say free nipa ano edeba mo ya to obem you claim say nipa no na wo pede pa wakako worry you love that person. So your relationships very toxic. A very successful. Let us put all pride aside. Let us try to put ourselves in our partner's shoes. Let us try and understand our partners. Let us try and identify our partner's needs. Let us be marketers. We are selling love. We are selling love. You have to make sure that the love you are selling, you've modified it in a way so to be very attractive to your partner, so that your partner can purchase it. Sometimes we need to spice up our relationships. We are very fortunate these days. We are very, very, very fortunate these days. Yeah, man, only a papa time. There was nothing like this. There was nothing like Google. And to be here, now for say I dream feel on the bama I dream feeling na obefa ba go says here ubenya dream feel ubenya dream papa no unim denti a wo call ho e bia na ka wo pay the good side and it's a bad side never sly you keep on clicking on links to make sure that you find what you think that it suits your situation. But it's more or less like what you see is what you get. And it's a one now for fun and answer what down for. Yeah, I down for Bonnie. Advice now, and that is what you get. Advice, Bonnie, and I will Sabica. So, we are very fortunate these days. These days, the things are not hidden like they were before a tear. And if we will make good use of everything around us and learn, if you want to spice up your relationship, you know what you doing in your relationship at this present time, and you think it's not working out, you want to bring some surprises in your relationship, please Google it. Go search for ideas. And it will help you. Period. Don't just be using your phones for those Candy Crush and stuff. And those concern. As soon as you say you should do so, you think the swag so you say, then you are happy. Hooray! You can better your relationship with those gadgets you handle. You can better your life with those gadgets you handle. Let us try our possible best and do stuff about trying to improve our relationship. We don't have to let those minor things should be grounds of divorces. We need to understand our partners. Why maybe sometimes they behave in some way. When we are starting our relationships, sometimes we need to pull some traits on our partners just to identify, just to know who we are getting ourselves involved with. It will help us in our relationship. Calm it down. Sometimes our tone, the way we talk to our partners, the way we behave towards them, that disrespectful attitude we show towards them now. If we will change, we will realize that our partners are also the best people to live with. There are some people that when you disrespect them, they will also disrespect you back. Maybe you are not lucky to find type when you disrespect them, they will tell you, they will want you to know someone will not, they won't disrespect you too. But to be more disrespected, almost be disrespected. Of a sort says, I Jimmy said, I don't know the type of relationship I will. Into wherever you find yourself in. If I had that type now, who yet Sabio and Jimmy some addiction nasala or no my papa addiction and so what's now you know say Kadia come here mansa Kadia come here quadri and can send bufu that's a pile of fast one or the Jamie now sister a free now for partner and say oh Ankadia we and Kenya some Ankadia we can get some partner buffy and then I'm surprised send buan fusa. Now partner appreciates no there has been a change in you. Everybody needs to change. Everybody needs to change. And as it needs some type of change be in his or her life. In every relationship. If we can adapt to change, it will help us to move on. Yo, what's your for Sabre? Me must be brave. You must be brave. One man can you met me back a some of the toxic stuff. I met me back a phone. But I think that Kakaya Yaki, we can build on it and have a better relationship. Right now, all I want you guys to know is that Kwamet TV Kwame TV is live on YouTube Red on channel 32. It's live on channel 32 on YouTube Red. That is how far we've got to.
I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
Ghana fue yedie na bayo yedie na bay Epestin fertilizer booster aya purely organic efrasa simu ene de massas no obo ade ensa no pe na menu akayo se wudro bia nim enti se ode yafu a anya ade aduaba no anase wo a wudi no benya soso bia na chese be ma kwaye aye dekorate kane no a ebe fa na tuma pa ede afra na de ma Epestin edan so kra ne se ene ma no wadua na ewuo na flowers ni aduaba na etiti guo no agya wadwo a se wudi Epestin kanu a ene tese magic no ebe ye prom fe na aso aba bebre ahwadi mu pa etisese no kuafo ebenya sika ene anigye awo mabra bomu a na utimi se enya sam keto akora Epestin ya mammo piafo apanifo monfrɛ ahoman na monje nkyiremu ya ehye medie 0552 505723 ana plus 160 922 78043 Epestin fertilizer